Wasted Opinions, and we're talking about The Incredible Hulk today. The movie in the MCU featuring Edward Norton.
2008.
Not the Eric Bana one.
Not the one that everybody hates.
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
And that was 2008?
That was 2003. This one,
No,
that we're talking about was 2008. The same year as Iron Man, yeah. It was.
Okay.
It was.
So, as we all know, this is the Hulk. You know,
The true Hulk.
the real
Brother.
Hulk.
Based on the character.
Based on him. So before we get going, we'll do a little bit of introductions. I'm LewisLightning. To my right.
Musskeg.
To my left.
Country Boy.
So, before we get going, we got a little shot of apple pie moonshine we're going to take.
Yummers. It's gonna be so good, guys. I swear.
All right. So,
How do we want to start this? Just
man, it's a lot of people think this is one of
Mark
the...
Ruffalo's a better Bruce Banner.
I was going to kind of say that.
yeah.
Not that
But
he's
the opposite,
but the opposite.
Obviously.
A lot of people say this is the black sheep of the MCU movies because they got one movie and they never went back to
One
it.
movie because Edward Norton was apparently hard to work with.
Well, yes, but not just him. They didn't do any Hulk, right?
No, it's true, and it was owned by Universal. Like Hulk was owned by Universal at the time, so the fact that they even tied Hulk into the whole MCU was kind of crazy at the time. Like it was before Spider-Man was tied to the whole MCU. Like it was a big deal then, and I mean they're both. Iron Man came out first, and then Incredible Hulk came out, and it wasn't as well received as Iron Man, but it was still a good movie. I still love that movie. It's really well
It
done.
actually is, yes. I agree.
I liked it a lot back when I saw it originally. Upon previous viewings, I have kind of dropped it down a little bit, but I still think it's a good movie. And I really, really cannot stress enough how much I like Edward Norton over Mark Ruffalo.
See, I like them. Sorry, but I like how Mark Ruffalo played. The Incredible Hulk was a good movie. Edward Norton did a good job in it. I'm not an Edward Norton fan, so it's hard for me to like his character for more than Mark Ruffalo. Two, I like how Mark Ruffalo made Bruce Banner like timid.
The thing is, the reason
Like,
why I would
scared
agree
of
with
it.
Lewis, the reason why I would agree with Lewis is because according to like the comics and every time you ever see Bruce Banner, is he is this nerdy kind of a weakling kind of a guy, and Edward Norton fits that bill a lot more than Mark Ruffalo does.
I think just sorry, you keep going.
No, that was basically my spiel. But I mean, he looks the part, and I think he's actually an excellent actor as well too. It's too bad they couldn't get him on for any more movies, but I'm actually okay with Mark Ruffalo doing it. I have nothing against Mark Ruffalo. I actually do like his version of the Hulk as well.
I was going to say that I found just physically that Edward Norton looks a lot like the comic book Bruce Banner.
Bruce
Like,
Banner didn't have red hair.
He doesn't have red hair.
Isn't Edward Norton the redhead?
I think you.
What are you
What?
talking
I know
about?
Edward
This
Norton.
is the Anna Green Gables.
I know Edward, but it's like that dark auburn red, dark red
He's
brown.
thinking of Ron Howard.
Oh, Ron Howard. He's
I-
bald, by the way.
Here's the thing. The first Edward Norton movie I saw him in was Primal Fear, and he's a redhead in that movie.
Fight Club. I know he's in that.
Yeah, he's got dark hair, man. He's got brown hair.
Yeah, it's
He's not Brad Pitt in that.
Okay,
movie, just so you know.
we won't get into this. I'll tell you later why I call that red, because it's auburn, and auburn is red hair.
But he doesn't have that. He's got brown hair.
It's brown, as far as I know.
No, I know what you're
Stay
saying.
tuned for our hair color episode.
Yeah, no shit, eh? What a stupid discussion.
But so I was gonna say that he looks like the guy from the comics. Like he's kind of I don't want to say gaunt.
He's a
but that's
slender
close.
build.
Slender build, narrow face,
Freckles.
And aside from that, I felt like Mark Ruffalo kind of, and this could be the writing, maybe not Ruffalo's fault, but like in the Avengers when this is Ruffalo's first appearance, and they go find him out in, was it Brazil, I believe?
Yeah, it was like South America, Brazil probably.
And he's like, you don't want me to bring up the other guy. Well, Bruce Banner doesn't like being the Hulk. That's the thing. He does it because he has to.
That's right.
He doesn't threaten people with it. And that's what I don't like about it.
Did he threaten, say, you don't want me to bring, or we don't want the other guy to show up?
I feel like it was more threatening.
I don't know.
I don't think it was a threat. I don't think
he's
it was
ever
a threat,
threatened
though.
people
I think it was like, please don't push me to that point.
Because he does that whole thing where he's like, ah, and just freaks her out, thinking that he's bringing it out, right? I feel it's more of a threat.
No, he did that because he wanted to know that there was other people surrounding them because she was lying.
Yeah.
Because she
Well,
said it was just the two of us.
He did that,
And then
yeah.
he did that, and then he realized
But
there were other
it was a
guns
threat.
pointed at him.
He did that threat to her.
No, he was outsmarting her is what he was doing.
I'll tell you one of the best things that
I
I
don't
liked
believe
about Incredible Hulk was the whole heart
Anyway,
rate.
we're not talking about fucking
the
Avengers
the
right
whole
now.
the whole the whole
Let's
heart,
say, let's say.
the whole heart rate monitoring thing I really liked. When he's actually some of the best parts in the Incredible Hulk aren't even when he's Hulk. It's when he's Bruce Banner running away from people
I agree
in
with
wherever
that
he
a lot.
was.
Totally, no.
And he has to use like circadian rhythms and yoga and everything and like and meditation. To
I
try
liked
and
the
control.
part where he was being chased by like the military there, and he had to swallow that SIM card.
That USB or something.
USB card, yeah, he had to swallow it because where else is he gonna put it? Like he's gonna be turning. He knows he's turning into the Hulk right away, so he swallows the thing so he can extract it later because it was important.
I mean, also cool the scene at like the university with the bridge where the Hulk.
bridge?
Yeah, that was just before the bridge
Yeah,
part. Yeah,
the Hulk's
where he
in
becomes
there.
They shoot all the fucking gas canisters into there. Yeah, no, that was pretty.
Had
cool.
some really cool moments in that.
But I was gonna say, when you were mentioning him avoiding the military and stuff, like that's like the big thing. He was always trying to get away from the military because he didn't want to be the Hulk. He didn't want to. Well, also didn't want to be captured, obviously.
That's right.
And that was the big factor. Like I said, that I like Norton better than Ruffalo.
One thing I will say that I really liked about the new this Incredible Hulk is kind of how they depicted Abomination.
Yeah, Tim Roth was awesome as a dick.
I wish he would be back.
I liked
loved
Tim
him.
Roth. I mean, I think he's a bit old for a guy that's like a super soldier, but he actually did a really good job, and he really it was really intense, and he wanted to have that power. Right? He wanted to be like, I want that. I see that. I want that.
He says
a chip on his shoulder,
Exactly.
right?
He's past his prime,
Yeah.
and he wishes he was back at that.
Exactly.
And I think he said something along the lines of, "I wish I knew 20 years ago what I know now, like experience-wise."
Yeah.
And it was just his body, so that's why he was on board with becoming an abomination.
I think one thing that really helped that movie versus previous Hulks, which is what it was going to be compared to over many things, Banner versus Norton, blah blah blah, was the CGI on Hulk really jumped up in that movie versus 2003. I know, and this is one of the things
I
you
disagree.
really liked the
You like the
2003
Hulk?
I
far
honestly
too
thought
cartoony for me.
the color of his skin I thought was cartoony, but I thought he looked really good. I honestly think when I think of Hulk from the comics, that's how I would.
Oh yeah,
translate it.
he looked more like Hulk in the comics.
No, I honestly
2003.
think that it looked good too. Like I saw it in theaters, and I was like, "Fuck, that looks awesome. That looks like real." Like I would believe that this is big hulking giant green man that actually does exist. I thought it was really well done in 2003. I didn't care for the look of the 2008 version. He was more like a linebacker. Like he's not as bulky. He's a little more taller and he's stretched out a bit. And the skin tone, I thought it was kind of green but kind of like skin color as well. I didn't care for it. I thought it was waxy. It looked kind of like waxy kind of character.
I was gonna say, I haven't seen the 03 one in a long time. I think I see it only once, and I think it was at your place actually. And I
Might have been. You might
only have seen it, and I didn't care for it at all. I thought that the graphics looked pretty cheesy even back then.
Some great. What happens with me in this movie, because it's been a while since I saw it, but I keep thinking back to moments that I was like, oh, that was really cool. So two that really pop out. One is when he kisses Liv Tyler or Betty. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Betty
Ross.
Betty Ross gives her the kiss and then like falls out of the plane.
Mhm.
To turn to Hulk.
Yeah.
And then two
Oh,
was
shit.
when they do the car. When he
smashes it into, like,
the cars
boxing
into like
gloves?
boxing gloves, and when he's
What's
fighting
awesome,
Abomination.
if you ever played Hulk Ultimate Destruction, that is something you could do. Is you could be the Hulk the whole game. It was an open world game. That's a game I think is really underrated. It's so awesome. It's basically open world, kind of like Grand Theft Auto, and you were the Hulk. You could just destroy anything. And what you would do is you go up to cars, smash them in half, and make boxing gloves out of fucking cars. It was so cool.
I was gonna say that Liv Tyler part you're talking about with the kiss and then he falls out of the plane. The kiss part I have no problem
That's
with.
for the girlfriends that are at the concert.
But I was gonna say, I thought it was really cartoony how when he falls out, he like smashes through the pavement and like, is this Roadrunner or something that a human being goes through pavement? It makes like an outline. Like
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
stupid.
it's not like he weighs more.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe he's transitioning into the Hulk right now, but he's still not going to
only
weigh
possible
so much
solution.
more.
Yeah, I know.
Like, whatever. Anyways, it was.
I don't
kinda
remember the
cartoony.
end. I just the actual like fall back out was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I was gonna say my favorite moment from it was when he was at like the college grounds or whatever, and the army showed up. And there's a point where they take out those sonic cannons and they're just hitting him with it. And he just like has to get up and he's walking, but
he's like
struggling against
pulling
it.
ahead with shrapnel.
And then he gets the shrapnel. He's like
Yeah.
pulling,
and then he hurls it at them. Yeah.
and just that whole scene. Because later on, then we just named Roth.
Tim Roth.
Yeah.
Tim Roth shows up,
Yeah.
and that whole he like dodges Hulk, and like he goes toe to toe with Hulk for like 45 seconds, and he comes up to him and like, "That's the best you got." Boom! He just
Yeah.
kicks him across.
Kicks him and all of his bones just shattered.
Killed. Yeah. But that was such a good moment, right?
He was. He's like slams up against a tree,
But
and he's just shattered from
It's
head
just
to
like
toe.
for a moment,
You know-
you're like, "This guy can do it."
You know what was the worst
No,
part about
yeah.
a sequel never be made? That was we were robbed of having the brain guy.
Yeah.
The Hulk
leader.
guy, the leader, the guy.
They definitely they hinted at the leader.
I was
totally.
thinking about that the other
How
day.
shitty would that be? You get like the Hulk blood and you've seen Hulk and Abomination. You're like, this is gonna be great. And all of a sudden,
Once
you
his
just get
head
like
starts
a
growing.
Would you guys know that actor's name? That was
I don't know his name.
I remember looking it up.
But I know he's supposed to be Samuel Stearns, the leader in
Yeah,
the comics.
Yeah, no, I don't know what his
But
actor's name was,
he's a good actor. I think underrated. He needs more roles, and I think that would have been a perfect role for him.
He's in Old Brother Where Art
I was gonna
Thou?
say I know him from Old Brother Where Art
Yeah.
Thou. He was also in. I might be mistaken.
He's in a few
oh
things.
yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Anywho, I think my favorite part, I don't know if I said that yet, but is actually probably when Hulk and Abomination are fighting on the street, basically. I just love the all-out brawl of the two of them. Like, Abomination is, and I don't know if it's the same for the movie, but in the comics, I know Abomination is stronger initially than the Hulk, but as the Hulk rages more, gets more
He has a
angry,
higher upper limit.
then he gets more powerful after that fact. But starting factor, he is stronger than Hulk right from then. And it did kind of show because when he threatened Betty Ross on the rooftop there, you see Hulk get even more angry, and then he just fucking took part of his fucking bones and he stabbed him with it.
Yeah.
Because he's all
Yeah.
bony and shit. Eh?
So we did best, worst moments of the movie. What are your like flaws of it or whatever?
Did I hate Edward Norton?
I'll go first and say that I would have said like a couple of years ago that was one of my favorite moments, the Hulk Abomination, when like I like the end when Abomination is like threatening him, and I think he's strangling him or something, and he's like he asks him to say something, and he's like Hulk smash, and he smashes the ground, and his foot falls in, and he grabs that chain.
Yeah, the
thing.
chain flies into the air and he grabs him. Then he strangles Abomination.
I used to love that a lot, but then upon watching it like more recently, I feel like once that scene happens, that animation is just too fast, like speeds up, and it's like cartoony how he like goes around and strangles him, and it's just like something just seems off about it to me. And now it's one of my worst moments.
Okay.
But
My least favorite probably is I don't know, just the love thing between Betty Ross and Bruce Banner. It slows down the movie. Like when
With
he's
the
like,
dad from Modern Family being in there.
yeah, exactly. You got
Jake,
what's his face?
Ed.
Phil Dunphy.
Phil Dunn, yeah.
Whatever. I know the actor's name, but I can't think of it right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of that. I was like, it slowed down the movie. Or he was like, he's trying to be secretive and not have anything to do with Betty Ross. But then he goes back to her college where she's working and stuff like that, and the place where they always had pizza and stuff. Like, you're not doing a very good job of hiding yourself.
I liked their relationship, Betty and Bruce's relationship, but then factoring in her fiance and stuff, then that kind of muddied it for me. If it was just the two of them, I would have liked it a lot more. But that's...
Bruce is a homewrecker.
I gotta say, I'm also not a big fan of
Not
Liv Tyler.
fiancé.
I'm not a Liv Tyler fan.
I like her more than Jennifer Connelly.
I don't. I like Jennifer Connelly.
I honestly couldn't tell you it's been so long since I saw it. I remember the good parts rather than what I don't. But I will say, when they did have the whole part where Samuel Stern was going to become leader, kind of thing, it was a little cheesy how they did it, where the
blood just drips on his
drips
head.
into his cut on his head, and all of a sudden.
What I hate is that they didn't do anything about it after the fact.
No,
but
that's really forced and cheesy. That's really trying to force feed.
It was.
This is going to be your bad guy for the next one.
I kind of liked him getting it dripped in, but there's like a moment or two where he like kind of like realizes it and he's like looking up at it. That's kind of
he smiles. He's like,
if it was like something like he hit his head
because
on
he was a
raised
nice
smile.
guy the whole and then he does that like.
If it was,
so all of a sudden he's insane.
if it was something
crazy
like he hit his head on the machinery and then stuff spurted into the wound, but like the fact he's just like laying there and it's like dripping and he's like, ooh, what's happening here?
yeah, that was.
So,
Okay.
All right, so if you were gonna give it a rating,
A full review here. I know it's. I'll let you start. You might have a number already.
I kind of don't, but I was gonna say I feel it's a couple steps down from Iron Man 1, and I gave that a 7.8, I believe. So I'm gonna say this is 7.5, 7.4 in my book.
Yeah.
I said 8.5 for Iron Man, because it is one of my. I would put this one as a 7.
Okay.
Probably 7.
That's a lot lower than I thought actually. Mine is.
Because I love the Hulk, but I just.
Yeah. No, I'd probably go to 7.9 actually.
We're gonna get to some of my lowball ones soon.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, 7.9. That's about where I put it. It's a good movie, but not top 5. I guess it's not top tier Marvel.
Like I said, I feel like it has a lot more moments than actual story for me.
I mean, there's great moments. Like I thought everything that happened in that Brazil when he first turns into the Hulk in the movie, and that Brazil bottling plant was.
I did like Tim Ross response. He threw that forklift like it was a softball or whatever.
Yeah. There's a lot of great moments, but
All that movie did was make me not want Brazilian soda. So
Yeah.
actually, it made me want Brazilian soda.
Yeah,
because you love blood. You love
I
blood.
could be the Hulk.
Okay, well, I think that's our review for the whole Incredible Hulk.
So make sure to give us a like, a favorite, subscribe. If you ever want to follow us, I am the LewisLightning on Twitch. Not on there very often, but sometimes you can find me. Over on my right,
Musskeg on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN.
and over on my left,
CountryBoy _9 on Twitch and PSN, and then on Twitter, if you want to find me, it's John Cleta.
So yeah, tune in again in a couple of weeks or a month, and we'll have some new shit up.
Hulk smash!
I was gonna do that.
I beat ya.